Finally.
We're in here.
So, you know what I feel great about?
Yes.
Is
tell
we're
me.
finally back to going, like, we said every other week.
Yeah.
And we're actually doing it every other week finally.
Every other. We got a good pace going.
Yeah, because we were doing every week, but
Yeah.
he's like, oh, family, I got to be there for family.
Yeah,
or
we
whatever.
gotta.
It's crazy, whatever.
Family's growing.
Whatever.
They're getting older. We got to be there for them.
How you feeling?
I mean, it's been a little crazy, a little hectic. I could use a little
Release? Like some kind of just...
something that can help.
Bro, I got you. Every time. I got you. Feel
Yeah.
better?
Yeah.
All right, cool. Eric loves ASMR. So I said I'd never do a full show to it. So
We're
every
working.
show...
Oh, and you know what? I just had an idea.
No, your
I
ideas
like
are
ideas.
bad. Your
Yeah.
ideas are usually bad.
Yeah. An idea. ASMR with.
Okay, before we jump into that,
Yeah.
because we'll talk about that here in a minute.
I like that.
I feel like we have a lot to talk about.
Yes. Yes.
So as usual, we are live in the garage. So whatever logos you see, we're not sponsored by anybody yet. Yet. But Miller Lite, man, I'm telling you, like, I'm probably your best stockholder. Like, I'm probably majority owner at this point. Y'all should just start sending it to me. Like, that pallet, I'm waiting for it. Every time I say it, we're waiting for it to show up. So, for those people that are, to the 10s and 10s that watch us, if you work for Miller, show some of these videos. It's time that they start, paying it back.
One of these days it'll happen. I know that pallet will show up.
God willing. But let's jump into it.
Let's do it.
Paul,
Hey.
man, thanks for joining us, buddy.
Hey, it's a pleasure to be here.
Hey, man.
Tell us about you real quick. Give us a quick introduction.
Well,
I'm sorry about the trash.
Oh, it's all good.
We're
We're in the garage.
We are.
It's
It
a
is
natural,
what it is.
real
That's right.
garage.
We are in our environment. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
Well, I'm from Fort Worth, born and raised, and I did 26 years in the military. And
Oh, thanks
I
for your
couldn't-
service. What branch?
Thank you.
Thank you for
And the
your
Marine Corps.
service.
We
Yeah,
appreciate you,
it's awesome, and I wanted to come back. And do. I just didn't want to just come back. I wanted to make a difference.
Okay.
And give back to what they gave, the Marine Corps gave to me, and prove that you can do something, and you go and travel the world, and come back and and make your mom and dad proud,
Yeah.
your
hey.
community, and let people know that yes, recruiters actually can tell the truth and live it. You know what I'm saying? Just we're not just salesmen. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
you're not just getting people in.
Yeah,
You're like-
exactly.
But let me ask you a question. Since you said it, are y'all commission based?
Nah, I wish. It'd be cool, right? But
Oh,
no,
man.
no. Yeah, we get paid by our rank and our years of service.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you don't get like the more people you enlist, you're getting.
No, you know what you do. What you get out of that is self gratitude.
Okay.
Oh,
You
yeah.
know, if I can do this and I can help motivate, inspire young men and women
Yeah.
to do that and just serve our country,
Yeah.
then that's the bound. That is the best. Seriously.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure. So, which is kind of a segue. I don't want to get too far off of it, but as we were talking, y'all probably get it. We show up 30 minutes early and we have a little chat, but
Meet and
Diva
greet.
over here doesn't like to ask many questions because
Devo, yeah. Devo, you're the one who had to powder yourself last week. Okay, I got to shower. I got to change.
I had white powdery substance all
yeah.
over me.
Oh,
I mean,
which
but I'm
house?
with
The
you.
White House or what?
That's what I was saying.
Wow, you know what I'm
That's
saying?
what I was wearing
Yeah.
this shirt.
The
I
Brown
was-
House.
Yeah, the brown house. He's
I made
gotta-
homemade tortillas,
I gotta-
and so I had all the flour
I told
over
him,
me.
dude, that's just tell
And I
the
was like-
story. He had to go and I don't know, man.
I was like,
but
man, I
I'm
was
the
like,
diva.
They think I was at the West End, the
He
West
was
Wing.
looking in the mirror, getting all pretty. Okay.
Oh, my
Anyways,
God.
just go.
Anyways, so we were kind of talking before we jumped into this, and you started to say if you could describe yourself in one word, and then we cut you off.
Yeah,
What was that word?
grateful.
Tell us about that.
There's so much. That word can mean so much. Either you are the luckiest MF in the world, or the unluckiest MF in the world. And I grew up in the North Side, and I had great parents and great brother and great friends. And your friends become a part of your life.
Absolutely.
And they become family.
Absolutely.
And we grew up in Circle Park, Elder, and Northside, all local. And I didn't go anywhere else. I kept it local.
Yeah.
And that's what my mom and dad wanted. And you grew up in a Catholic environment, and you do other things together. And I was talking to my dad today, and I grew up and I could write if I wanted to. I could write a book. The guy that grew up and lived in the hallway. I lived in a hallway. My mom and dad have a small house. My mom and dad lived in the rear of the house, and my grandma and grandpa lived in the front house.
Okay.
In the front room.
Yeah.
But I had a small hallway.
Okay.
So my mom and dad found a way to fit a bed in the hallway with one right in front of the bathroom.
So you had your own bathroom.
So my mom and dad like to party. Okay, they love parties. Okay,
We should bring them on.
Yeah,
I mean, they're Hispanic, right? You gotta have
so
on that side of the house.
I can remember my mom had these parties, and people would wait in line in the
In your
one
room?
bathroom, and they would sit on my bed while I'm trying to sleep.
You're trying to sleep.
They say, "Paul Edwards, are you asleep?" So, well, not really.
I was.
Because I'm waiting, because you guys are waiting and waiting. Oh, my God.
That's funny.
But you know what? I was grateful because I have a mom and dad that loved me, and my grandpa and grandpa loved me as well.
Yeah.
And, our social media, we just going outside, bolas, times at Marine Park.
Yeah, oh, God.
Oh, my, it's the best. You know what I'm saying?
Marine
swimming pool?
Yes.
Yeah.
Quinceañeras, you name it.
Selena?
It was cool. Hey,
Selena.
you know when I got stationed here, I got introduced to her. It was Tejano Rodeo on Main Street.
Yeah.
Wait, you got introduced?
Yes, a good friend of mine, Willie Goodwin. I should never forget. My best friend in California, drove down with me, and he goes, "I want to introduce you to somebody." Her name was Selena, and we had 2 Miller Lights with her.
There you go.
Wow.
And I had to report the next day to my duty station here in Rue Snow. Yeah. And he was super
crazy,
nice,
dude.
Yeah, really cool.
That's cool.
That's awesome
Yeah.
story.
So, but yeah, and that and this, the my life in the Corps and the children, they had, and mom, just the family and. And I had a dramatic brain injury, and
before we jump into that, I want to stay on the north side for a second,
okay?
Because I want to talk through your brain injury, but it is really a really tight knit community. So for the last 3 or 4 years, I've been doing work with the Northside Legacy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so I do their scholarship program every year.
I was in there. I'm in there too. Susie, that's right.
Were
That's where we met.
That's where I saw
Wait,
you.
y'all met before?
Yes, yeah.
So we were just there a couple months ago.
Yes.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. That is incredible, right?
I love it.
You want to give everybody the scholarship.
That's what's crazy about it. And so I'm not. It's so hard because I grew up in a very light community, right? And these kids are they understand the value of everything.
Oh yeah.
Everything.
Yeah, you do.
And some of these are the top echelon of their class.
Yes.
And
oh my
still
God.
understand what a struggle is. They understand the value of $1.
And they're about to get that success, hopefully through the education.
Yes. I met you there.
Man,
so did y'all just put that together?
No, yes.
Just now.
It's a small world.
Yeah.
It is a small world.
That is funny.
These young men and women blew my mind.
Yeah.
The things, the struggles, their achievements. Man, you know what I'm saying? You want to give they all earn it.
Yeah,
they all deserve
it, yeah.
those scholarships.
Yeah.
And I was like, as somebody from Northside, to see and to read the things you've
Yeah,
done,
the stories.
it's like, man, I feel incredible being a part of this.
Yeah.
And it's like, I hope that we're going to do the right thing and they go out and be incredible young men and women are the future.
Yeah.
And to be a part of that, that is gratefulness.
Erica voluntold me to do it 1 year. And ever since then, I just fell in love with it.
Right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Like, it was a lot of work.
It's very rewarding.
They stick you, they send you home with, a stack of, things you have to read, and I don't like to read. But once you get into it, you start to get interested. You hear the stories or read the stories. And, so she voluntold me 1 year, and then ever since then, I'm like, all right, when's the next time?
You imagine those stacks, and everything that's important to them is right there, and you read that book, and you're like, oh my gosh, I gotta go. What's the next one? It's like all these chapters in life.
That's pretty
man.
cool.
It is amazing.
Yeah.
It is.
It's fun.
Yeah.
I enjoy it. All right, so you came back from Iraq, and you had I haven't heard the story. We haven't heard the story yet.
You're trying to come back to where your roots are.
You came back from Iraq, and you had an injury.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, I was talking to my dad earlier. When I got back, I had just like, you come back, you're hardcore, you know what I'm saying? Or I just, finish this war and I come back with my family. Then I had to realize that I wasn't where I needed to be.
Okay.
I was treating my children, small children, like they were troops.
Okay.
I would tell them, hey, I need you to do this. And they're young, so they didn't really understand it. And it would frustrate me. So I knew that I needed some help.
Okay.
So I went to counseling, and they went to counseling, and we all understood each other more.
Okay.
And we became a stronger family.
Nice.
And with that said, and to help others say, Costa, you're doing this too? Yes. And it helped them to evaluate themselves and say, you know what, it's okay to get help.
Yeah,
it's
out
okay
there
to
not be okay.
Yeah,
and that's
because,
good.
Yeah,
that's a good message to tell people, right?
Yeah, because we didn't lose anybody when I went in all of my campaigns that overseas in the deployments. We didn't lose anybody. We lost the majority of people that I served with to suicide.
Oh dang!
Wow.
Yes,
I hate that.
And it sucks. And it really, because the stories I can just share with you will just are tear-jerking, and
Sorry,
I get
forgot
sad.
to put this on airplane mode.
Oh, it's all good, man.
Oh god.
Sorry.
What'd you show?
Nothing. I forgot to put it on airplane mode. What was it?
There was like this several different pictures.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
dang. And is it wasn't incriminating, is
We're
it?
about to find out. But I can
We'll
edit
find
this.
out if we may go viral.
We don't edit.
This is awesome.
We
I
don't
love
edit.
this.
But if I have
We
to,
gotta
I will
watch.
do that one.
Hey, let's go live, man. Let's keep it going.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But anyways, back
But
to
yeah,
you.
yeah. You were going.
So with that said, now the people that had lost, and now people like the Memorial Day.
Yeah.
We recognize those people, not just the people that we lost, everybody else.
Everybody.
Because it's not a holiday; it's a remembrance.
Yes.
Yeah.
To
The
remember,
people that
yeah.
In honor,
Yes, people need to understand that, and a lot of people think, I'm going to celebrate Memorial Day. Now, there's nothing wrong with celebrating life and death.
Yeah.
But you have to know the difference as
You
well.
got to know the reason behind it
Yeah.
and keep in memory, like, hey, there's
And those are
nothing struggle.
important. It's like when we lost our parents. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We always remember that.
Yeah.
And we celebrate it.
Yeah.
In one way or another. Either we're silent, or with a meal, or remembrance, or a church or something.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
something.
saying? Yeah.
Yeah. No, I
But
like that.
what happened? Tell us about the injury.
I say, so I developed what you call AFib.
Okay.
I guess a lot of people go and get high blood pressure and things like that. And I went to the hospital and said, well, we're going to do a procedure for you. It's cardio abrasion. So they go through your growing area and they fix up your heart. Well, during that procedure, the surgeon messed up.
Oh.
And he sent punctured an artery.
Oh.
And he sent an air embolism to my brain.
Wait.
And so I got a major stroke, and
What?
it's put in a coma, and then I woke up. And the crazy part of waking up later is nobody knew where I was. My family didn't know where I was.
They did.
They wouldn't know. I was living in Ford. This procedure happened in Dallas, and so when I woke up, I was so at peace. I was at peace. I was like, it was like black. So I was in space, but I was like, okay, I guess I just died. But I'm so, I can't feel anything. I couldn't try, could nothing, but I could hear.
Yeah.
But I was like, so I'm thinking I'm dead, but my soul, my brain works. That's weird. So I'm dead, but my brain works completely.
Yeah.
Well, you came back and you couldn't use like your body.
No, my body was not working. So I was like, okay, well, this is death. So I guess it's not that bad. But then it's like, I was thinking about my kids. Like, oh my gosh, my kids. But I was thinking about, you know what? They're in good hands. Death, it doesn't tell you. It just comes for you.
Yeah.
So, okay. So I accepted it. So I go, okay, who's going to come get me? So which are my family members or friends are going to come get me?
Yeah.
Well, guess what? Nobody came get me. And I was like, oh my gosh, what am I going to hell? So I'm thinking that
and
movie.
you can't move your
Yeah,
body?
I can't move my
Can
body.
Can you see your body?
No, I'm like, okay, I'm like in space, like a lost soul.
You were so you're like your body's in the hospital somewhere.
Yeah.
And this is like your conscious.
Yes, it's like my brain's working, but nothing's moving.
What do you see?
I can see nothing.
All
it was in my mind.
That's crazy.
So I'm like, okay.
So you're thinking.
I'm thinking that movie, The Ghost.
Yeah.
Oh my God, you could hear roar coming. You know, it's like this sucks. Like, what did I do in my life that I deserve going to hell? Yeah. I was like, man. I was like, okay. And then I heard footsteps. I'm like, oh man, here it comes. But and then I heard yelling. It was a nurse because I came out of the coma.
Yeah.
And they started. I guess they were moving me and stuff, and they did all kinds of CAT scans and MRIs, and they put me in. I guess ICU. They call it something else. But anyway, they were able to get hold of my family and stuff, and you know it was tough, and that was because I could see with one eye. It's like, but I wasn't able to communicate.
Yeah. So you're blinking.
Yeah, that's crazy, right?
Yeah.
So they get hold of my parents, but not my kids. My kids were not there, and they all these visitors came, and man, I really took for granted my life. Everything was gone. The ability to speak, move. I was in paralysis, so I had to learn everything again. I had to learn how to walk and talk.
How was that journey?
It was very difficult, but I was motivated.
Yeah.
But you know why I was motivated? Because I remember, and I finally saw my sons, and all my sons' name are Paul. Yeah, I know it's crazy.
How many
right?
you got?
I had 3 sons, and they're all named Paul.
Wow.
People would say, he's telling me that's cockiness. Well, you know what? I have a story now about it because I tried. I didn't want to see my kids, but on the 10th day, I said, I got to see them because they're worried, I'm sure, and I want to see them.
Yeah.
And I was trying to work with a speech therapist, and I couldn't. I guess my esophagus was so injured that it wasn't working at all.
Yeah.
So I was like, man, I would say people would say, Deadpool, you're being stubborn.
Yeah.
And I was like, hey, just let me sleep, and I'll reset my brain.
Okay.
I'm
gonna figure this.
I'm gonna figure. I'm gonna force myself to move or do something. And I finally got to sleep because when you have a stroke like that, they don't let you sleep. They put you these compression things on your legs and they keep you up.
That's what happened to my dad.
Yeah.
So do you feel tired?
Yes. Oh my God. And they don't let you drink or nothing. You get like
because they're feeding you what they need to.
Yes. And like, this sucks.
Wait.
So
how do you feel? You feel tired, like mentally?
You're mentally exhausted and you're frustrated, and it's like, man, I need to see my kids. So they bring the kids, and this is not. I'm not trying to choke up here, okay? But it's really hard to. And I finally saw my kids, and it's like, God, please give me something to tell my sons, please. So they're gonna freak out when they see me. Yeah. Well, I'm all wired up, and they did, and they're freaking bawling, okay? And I was like, God gave me enough strength to say one word, and that's Paul.
Wow.
And I said,
all of them.
And my sons are named Paul. And then my dad's named Paul. So the whole place is freaking out. So my son, Paul Nicholas, he came me and said, Dad, you're going to be okay, Dad.
That gave him the hope.
You're hurt. You are my Batman. You just hurt.
Stop.
You're going to get better.
Yeah.
And I was like, it's hard not to cry. Wow. But that's when you look, I'm grateful to be alive.
Yeah, that word right there that you said.
Yeah.
Now I understand.
Yeah, and there's more of a meaning. Yeah. Because it just carries out for other things, for your family, all these things. And I knew that, okay, if I want to get better, I need to be better. I need to give it not just 100%. I need to give it 200%.
Yeah.
And then I started rehab, and I started wanting to walk, and do everything I could, and I was one of the lucky ones because a lot of our veterans don't have that support. Not just there's help in the hospitals and stuff with the staff, but you have to have
you gotta have the family
and friends. You have the belief, and you got to. When you get that gives you more encouragement. Because I could have just gone the other way and just pissed off and just feel sorry for myself.
Had nothing to lift. I guess,
yeah, exactly.
Power
you know what?
Through.
So I got I need to motivate my kids. They're little, but all the things that are hard on with my kids, making them really strict. They taught me back as during my rehab when I went home. They taught me how to do the laundry, how to clean myself up, how to do everything.
Wow. Everything
Things you taught them.
Yeah, and they were little, and they were still little. We're talking about
showing you.
they were like 5, 8, and 11.
Wow.
And I went back, and they were teaching me how to do all this stuff.
That's crazy.
And I had a gym, and they would get up at 4 o'clock in the morning and get the gym ready for all the clients. And people said we had people doubled or tripled our membership. They go, if you can survive this, you can survive anything. We want to come to the gym. We want to
be part of
it. Yeah.
It pulls on my strings because, unfortunately, I hate to talk about it because it's going to make me emotional.
And that's okay.
I know what your kids went through. I had to see it. Like, same thing, exact same thing. So, yeah.
And one thing is, I try not to look at TikTok that much, but sometimes I need a laugh.
Yeah, it's hard not to.
Right? So I saw this, and it made me emotional. There was a sergeant major that got retired from the Army. He said, you know what? All my life, I was that 200% guy. I worked my butt off, and I showed I wanted to be the best soldier in the Army. But guess what? The only ones that are going to remember were not my soldiers. It's going to be my kids. The ones that I missed out on.
Yeah.
Because I wanted to work so hard. The only ones that are going to remember are my kids.
You weren't at the game.
Yeah.
You weren't. Yeah.
So I understand what you're going through. But it hit me. And I was like, you know what? Now, God had a plan for me. I didn't know what the plan was. Now, I'm the number one fan for my kids.
There you go.
You know what I'm saying? Now, I spend all my time with my kids. I think I've been a better father than I've ever been, a better husband or boyfriend, whatever. But I've been a great father because I love it. God gave me that.
You got that opportunity you could have lost it.
Yeah.
And now you got it back, and you're like, oh, I'm going to do this the right.
So, and we do that. And so we have friends that I grew up with and families that have people that I would know. And I hear about on Facebook.
Yeah.
We go and visit them.
That's cool.
Wow. We
got to, say, why not? So I make the best of my retirement. So I had to be forced to retire.
Yeah.
It took about a year and a half, but it did all the medical stuff, and I retired, and I was like, what can I do? You know what I'm saying? So, I'm going to continue doing the gym thing, but then I got into, I went back to school, because I was in school when it was happening, and I got my degrees, and I went to TCC. It was like, go there down the street.
Yeah.
Man, I went there like 3 or 4 years, and they said, hey, Acosta, you got to get out.
You've taken every class we have.
You get to go get a bachelor's degree. Okay. So I went to Carleton. I didn't want to go that far, you know what I'm saying? So I went to Carleton, got my degree there, and then I went and got my master's.
Wow.
And
so you just kept going.
Yeah, and marketing.
Oh, there you go.
I mean, but you know what? I was so scared. My fear because I wasn't be able to talk as before at one time.
Yeah.
But it's like, but you know what? I faced my fears again. I could have just said, you know what, just give up.
Yeah.
I told my kids, I'm going to raise the bar high for you because now I have a disability, but I'm going to turn that into an ability.
I love that.
You know what I'm saying?
Let's turn this right there.
Yeah, let's turn this to an ability, but there's no reason that you cannot go to school. If I can do this, you can do it better.
Yeah.
Because as fathers, we want our children to be better than us.
Yeah.
You hear that? You over there.
My kids are like, yeah, Dad, we know. Sometimes I push them too hard, right? Like, hey, calm down a little bit, but.
You know what? We have to.
Yeah.
Because we are Generation X, correct?
Yeah,
Right.
I am.
Okay. Well, it's okay. The thing is, we had badass
But
parents.
he understands it.
But yeah,
we have badass parents. We have baby boomer parents.
Yeah.
They were not sensitive. You were gonna get a spanking.
Yeah.
Oh,
You-
dude.
regardless, you
Yeah.
know what you do. The thing
I
with
had
my
the
kids.
chancla.
My
I had
kids.
the branch.
My kids.
We had a paddle. One side had my brother's name on it. The other side had mine.
Bro, I had whatever my mom could grab.
And then my dad had a 2-inch thick leather belt.
Oh,
yeah.
shit.
Dad's belt,
Man,
boy.
our dads have a lot of bounce.
Yeah.
belts. I hate those shit all the time.
Yeah.
And my dad
Oh,
would
man.
find them. You know,
I would add padding, bro. If I knew I was gonna get spanking, I'd start
Oh, we had to
putting
pull him
on.
down. We had to
oh
pull him down.
man, you know, there's stories for that. You know, when my kids, they don't rat each other out.
That's good.
One thing they do, they'll take it. So you know what? I was all right, guys. You know the deal. One of you guys did it. I'm gonna spank all three of you. I know I got it right.
Unless
Regardless.
somebody told
and
me.
they're like, okay. Unless
go.
one of you guys tell,
And they
they're all
all
got
three,
spanking.
yeah.
But the little one, he's now the big one.
Yeah.
He's telling the boy, all of them
Yeah.
now. He goes like, "Oh, it hurts already." I was like, "I haven't
Yeah.
spanked yet."
Yeah.
You know?
Hey,
So
but-
it's kind of hard not to laugh. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So yeah.
But do you remember when you get spanking and once you get older and you're like, I'm not even gonna cry. When you figure out how to hold your crying, and then my kids
My
started
oldest-
my kids are getting to the point where like, you know, one of them will do that, and then now I'm like, dude, now they're playing head games with me.
Oh, you want to hit him harder. Like,
Yeah, but you know, you're like, so is this even working? Like, what can I do next? Like the spanking, but I remember thinking that when my dad was in the same, I'm like, I'm not even gonna cry. I'm gonna act like I didn't even learn the lesson.
And it comes worse. And then you get it worse.
And then they're doing it to. I'm like, oh, how am I gonna figure this?
Do you have siblings?
Yeah,
I did.
Man, this is the thing. My brother never got spanked.
Neither did mine.
Never.
I was the bad
dude,
one.
right?
I was the bad
So
one.
it's like, what? How can what can I do to get my brother spanking? Right? So that's the deal. You know, it's like okay,
that's the
okay.
goal.
My dad says, if you guys don't be quiet, I want to come here and spank you both. He said it. He just gave me the idea. So he's like, my brother's name's Philip. He said, please, Paul,
That's
don't
my
do
first
that.
name.
Don't do it, because my dad's gonna spank us. Ha! Here's my dad. Bam! Yeah.
Yeah, you're like, now you know what it feels
When I
like.
joined the Marine Corps, I had to get a new ass, okay? Because it
they
was
were-
gone, man.
Yeah.
So speaking of that, I had a buddy that went through the Marine Corps. Actually, he used to work for me. And did you love it or hate it?
I loved it, man.
No. When you boot camp?
Yeah.
Did you love it or hate it?
Now, when it first got there, I was like, what the heck am I getting myself into?
So he said he loved it because he didn't have to think for himself. They tell you when
Did
to
they
wake
tell
up.
you
They tell
everything?
you when to
Yeah.
brush your teeth. They tell you when to use the restroom. They tell you when to eat.
Everything.
Like you don't have to
It's
think
all
for
done for
yourself
you?
Yeah.
whatsoever. They tell you everything you have to do and when to do it and how much time you have.
That's right. You know what? If you are a picky eater, that goes out the window. You'll eat anything, right? I'm telling you. I ate everything. It's like I'm starving, you know. But guess what? People like, well, they get misconception. Oh, I have to get up early. That's crazy. I can't do that. Well, if you go to bed at 9 and you're tired, you
You're
sleep
gonna-
8
yeah.
hours.
You're gonna
And
wake
then-
up early.
Yeah, you're gonna get 8 hours. Do you get 8 hours of sleep?
No.
Nobody does that anymore. You know what I'm saying?
God, no.
And they take care of you. They really do. You get 3 meals a day, and you get the best shape of life. And when you graduate boot camp, it's like you're 5 years more mature.
Hey, round is a shape. Calm down.
Hey, it is. It is.
No, and you know what? There's videos now. You know, social media, people that are enlisted. You know, so military. You know, I don't know what branch, but they'll be like, "Why'd you enlist?" Like they'll go.
Oh,
down.
yeah. The
And then
funny
you'll
ones.
see like 3 or 4 3 meals a day. You know, and then
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, so they're happy. Like, hey, they're getting fed. Like, what kind of lifestyle did you have to come from just to be happy about the 3 meals?
For real. But I hear they have a stress card now. So if the drill sergeant gets too crazy, they pull out this card and it's like, oh, my emotions stop. That's what I heard.
You know
don't
what?
for sure.
I don't know anything about that because. You know, if that was true, I would have been stressed out when I first got
Right.
there. You know, I would tell you this, and this is a cool story. A lot of people don't know this. When I got there, I was like, okay, it's not that bad, man. you go. It's called processing week. It's 5 days, but 3 days they keep you up for 3 days for on purpose.
Straight.
Oh,
Yes,
3 days
so
straight.
that way they can sleep deprive you, so that you'll start confessing the stuff that you didn't do or did do. You're like,
Oh,
did
wow.
you tell? Hey, tell us you did drugs, or you just, okay, I did it. You know what I'm saying? Oh, they get your ass. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Did they make you run for it, or
you're
what?
like, all right, you go. It's not that bad. Well, on Friday, that's when you get your real drill instructors. The other drill instructors are nice, not too nice, but they're like not strict.
Yeah.
Like, oh, it's not that bad. I got this. So they march you down on Friday to get another squad weight, and then you get your drill instructor, your senior drill instructor, and your junior instructors, and then all hell, bro. they sit all these lines like, roar, like holy shit! I did not expect to get, bro. I was like, you know what? This is not for me. So I'm pounding on this door and like, sir, this recruit needs to talk to you.
And 26 years
And
later.
I was like, and they're like, what? I don't want this. So they called my recruiter and his boss.
Oh,
and they got
God.
my mom, my dad, and my girlfriend at the time. Well, it eventually became my wife. And they said, I got on the phone with her. She's like, just come back, F them, just come back. You know, like, okay, I'm going to come back. And my dad goes, Mijo, just stay. It's be on your record. You know, we talk about all those things you could do.
Don't be a
you know,
quitter.
don't do this. You know, oh no, I'm gonna go home. And my mom goes, Mijo, is this what you want to do? If this is what you want to do, you come back. Yeah, mom, what do you want to do? Well, you know, your dad's side was so motivated that you're there because you could be the first Marine, but that's okay. Just come back. My family side knew you were gonna do this. I go, what?
Oh,
She
I
knew
said,
what
I go,
to
I
say.
go, what do you mean? Well, they knew you were gonna quit.
you weren't gonna make it.
You were not gonna. You were gonna do this. Like, whoa, no.
Good old
For real,
mom.
mom. Yes, the mom. That's it. I'm staying.
Mom knew what to
Isn't
say.
that crazy?
Yes.
And my mom grew up in Oak Cliff. Okay, and my mom was hardcore. I love her to death. And God rest her soul. She knew. She went on. She worked until she's 8th grade, and she worked from there.
Yeah.
She didn't. You didn't graduate, but we were small, headstrong, in faith in God. She said, she knew. Hey, you're there.
Finish it.
She
Do it.
do it.
Yeah.
So
Do
it
it.
made me stronger. Of course, made me real stronger. They thrashed the shit out of me.
Yeah.
And
Because
I
you
was
tried
like,
to quit. And
yes.
now you're back.
And then they gave me I became the first squad leader, and
Wow.
I wised up right away.
Yeah.
And graduating boot camp and see my mom and dad so proud of me,
Yeah.
that was worth everything.
awesome.
You know what I'm
That's
saying?
awesome.
And yeah, it's like it's tough, man.
All right.
Oh,
so
man.
we're.
So look, you were at the gym. You did a gym. What
Yeah.
You know, you were telling us.
You own a couple businesses.
Yeah, you were doing a gym. Are you still doing the gym?
Yeah. It's called House of the Insane. It's in Saginaw, and it's awesome. It's all the people in the neighborhood and people that come to Dallas Fort Worth, and it's really crazy. We're the only gym that I knew about what opened during COVID. All the gyms are closed. So yeah,
It's in your house.
so we rented it out.
What?
Yeah, people-
So can we pull up and work out?
Yeah.
Huh?
We can pull up, Daniel.
But hang on. Let's talk. So we're already over. So just so that you know, it feels like we've been doing this for like 2 minutes. We're already over 30 minutes.
Wow.
So we need to transition. You have another business.
What
that
you're
you do.
currently doing?
Okay.
Well, he does the gym currently.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
but
That's
What else
true.
do you do?
I'm a certified instructor for firearms.
What does that mean? What?
A certified instructor. Did I say it correctly?
I don't
So
know.
I'm trying to.
To the people who don't know.
Yeah, I certified people that get their LTC.
Okay,
Their-
license to carry.
and
License to carry.
crazy is that I do a lot of classes for safety classes because people are getting in trouble with this constitutional carry, and they're taking these guns and getting in trouble. And they don't know the laws.
Yeah.
So they're like, I get all these lawyers. Like, hey man, can you do this class? For the yes, I can.
Yes.
So every day I teach these classes.
So you shoot really well.
I do.
So
I
let
do.
me ask you a question. I've heard this rumor that when you're shooting, if you like punch your arm at the same time, it makes the bullet go faster. That's true, right?
I think it's a thrust can you can do a lot of things. You know what I'm saying?
A thrust, but then you lose your aim.
Eric, nobody's worried about that. I'm just wondering how, like, does it go faster? Like, I heard that makes it go faster.
That's true.
I think you're just waiting.
It's science.
What about, I heard the aim gets better when you shoot it, you get the...
Sideways. Yeah, so no sights at all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Isn't the aim better like that?
You know, I think we're working on something new. I like that. You know,
So if we do both of them,
it sounds like a good workout too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you're getting
triceps,
yes,
shoulder,
add a weight to it.
Yeah,
man, that's a new workout at the gym.
Hey, you know what? That is something we could probably make it happen.
We probably shouldn't. So obviously that was a joke, but yeah. So we've always enjoyed shooting as well. Both of my kids, have been shooting since they were about 6 years old.
That's awesome.
And the cool thing about it is they also know. So the first time I took them to the range, we spent about an hour just on gun safety, all of that. And then they know now, like, if they shoot it, they have to clean it. So they take them apart, clean them, put them back together.
That's great.
Safety should be paramount for everything.
Yeah.
Not just for guns, in life.
Yeah.
All the things that we do.
Yeah.
You know, like crossing the street.
Yeah.
Be safe. You know what I'm saying? But yes.
I almost got ran over at the gas
station. You know
station
what? One thing that you see a lot in the news today, unfortunately, is a lot of these young kids are getting guns from their parents or something, and it's going off. You know, there's on the news all the time. One thing we do is we train all these families to not just shoot, but gun safety. Where to put it, and the kids be knowledgeable that it's a gun. It could take a life.
So what's crazy about that is I have a safe, right? I do. Growing up, we didn't.
Yeah.
And my dad always had guns in the house. And we knew it didn't matter what the situation was. If I touch that, he's going to find out, and I'm going to lose my life.
I remember having a cousin like, hey, we're sleeping. I know where my dad's gun is. Like, oh, show me. Let's see, you know. But I like that idea of teaching the kids, right? Like, I'd like to bring my younger sons, hey,
and daughter.
show us.
And daughter.
And my daughter, too. All three of my children, hey, let's learn gun safety together.
Absolutely.
You know, hit up Paul.
Yes, most definitely.
Show us the way.
We do that, and we get video. So we give them progress reports. Not for mom and dad, for the kids as well.
That's awesome.
Oh wow!
And do you know that there are safeties that you can have in your gun already loaded? It's a safety. It's already chambered, and it's not the bullet. It's the lock mechanism. So all you do is click 1, 2, 3, whatever your combination, and
then
it comes out.
But that's too long.
No, it's 2 seconds. Boom, boom,
what
boom,
about
and then it chambers around for you.
Isn't their finger?
Like my Glock doesn't have one.
Too? The
you don't want to do that. You don't want to do too much technology.
Okay,
you know what I'm saying?
Because if it breaks down,
if you're sweating or something, or it's not.
Now you don't use it.
Yeah.
So you like the manual?
Yeah. There's again, if you get your family involved.
They learn to respect it.
They know.
Yeah. Respect it. You're right.
They learn to respect.
It's for defensive reasons only, not to play.
Yeah, because like we'll shoot, the BB guns, right? We'll go to my dad's.
That's fun when we're kids,
then
right?
We'll teach them the safety with that already. Like, hey, when you hold it, make sure you're not pointing at anybody, right? If you have it loaded with the BB, that's how I learned. I was shooting BB guns, but. You got to learn what the real.
And it's the same thing with like my kid. Like I usually carry one in my car or truck, whatever. And so if my daughter's going to take my car or truck, I'm like, hey, you're not old enough to have that gun in there. Go put it in the safe. And she comes down, barrels down, finger down the slide. Understands it. Yeah.
You can go on Amazon now and you get a safe put in your vehicle. So in case you have to, there's places you cannot go. You don't want to just have it in your car.
Yeah.
You have it in a safe. It's already bolted in your car. They have to take the whole car instead of just your gun.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's one thing that we do as MORA Arms, Men of Angle. We do we don't just cheat you one time. We train for the whole year.
Oh, that's cool.
So you get your license, and then we shoot every month for a whole year, and that's free of charge.
Oh, I didn't get that.
That's free. That's part
yeah,
of
that's part of your training. So all you do from that day on is you pay for your ammo, and you can show every gun brand new, rifle, shotgun, or pistols. That way, it's like trying out a new car.
Yeah.
We don't want you just to pick a gun. It looks badass. We want you to try it out, shoot different rounds, and then because there's some guns out there you have different risk for.
Yeah.
It might something a revolver can help you, or a semi-automatic.
Yeah.
And things out there. So we have fun. You have fun. You have fun. Respect it at the same time. And I love first time shooters.
Yeah.
They have no you said bad habits.
Bad habits. That's
when
right.
they go there and they're ready to run, and they use that nervousness to overcome it.
Yeah.
And when you overcome something, it's like getting 100. And I sucked at math.
Yeah.
And I get 100. Shit, I'm the shit.
Like
What I just did. You know what I'm saying?
That's awesome.
So how do people get a hold? Plug your business, both of them if you want, whatever. Because we got to get to wrapping this up. So how do people, for the 10s and 10s that watch us, like if they want to get the LTC, if they want to come work out at your gym, like how do they get a hold of you?
You can go to my Facebook page, Paulo Costa, or or call me. You can message me 817-501-9674.
Okay.
You can send me a message or call me, and we'll set an appointment. I teach every day.
Does your business have a page too, or you do it all personal?
Yeah, it's like all referrals.
Okay.
Because I want to enjoy a retirement too.
You don't want to be like
because I love. Again, I'm the kids' #1 fan.
Yeah.
So now school's start again. So I love spending time seeing the kids go do things. I'm old school. I like go to the movies and stuff.
Yeah.
Going to.
Did you see the Barbie movie this weekend?
Which one? No, dude, no way.
You got to see it, man.
There's some things I would do. And
you got
some
to
things
see it.
I'm not gonna do, man. I wanted to go see that movie about Oppenheimer.
Oppenheimer, yeah.
I want to see that.
My brother told me it was great.
Yeah?
He went and saw it. And
There's one I want to see that Mel Gibson movie.
Oh, Sound of Freedom?
Too controversial to talk about it here, but...
Oh, I saw that, bro.
Yeah.
Someone told me to watch it. I didn't know Mel Gibson was in it.
He was a star. He's a star.
Oh, hey, Mel Gibson. But we'll also share your information on our Facebook.
Oh, yeah. Of course.
Yeah. So, with that, you're going to have to come back.
No, but,
definitely.
I want to... There's one thing I do want you to close with. You were going to tell us this world-renowned story.
Oh, yes.
So let's close with that.
Yes, I forgot about that.
We stopped him.
Eric had to stop him.
Oh, yeah.
Red Bull and
Are you sure?
Yeah, come on.
Yes.
All right.
That's the closing story.
This is a story, and it's kind of gross, but at the same time, it's really funny.
Let's go.
Do it.
When I was in the Corps, there was a young man. We found him on the parking lot at Olive Garden.
Yeah.
In Ridgemont Mall.
Yeah, I never read it.
Okay. Yeah. So I was at my Marine office there, and it was like 6 o'clock in the morning. We just had PT, and he was like sleeping in the car, and I knocked on this door, and he said, "Sorry, I moved." I said, "No. I have some extra coffee and some breakfast jacks, whatever."
Yeah.
He said, "Come on out." So he got me. What's your story? He goes, "Man, I work here at Old Navy, and I'm originally from Virginia." So why are you here? He said, "Well, my roommate, suckered me into coming here, and it was a scam, and it didn't work out. My parents said if I leave my school, don't come back."
Yeah.
I was like, "Oh man," I said, "Well, you know what? There's a reason why I met you." So I ended up joining the Marine Corps, and this guy I didn't know was all American track star.
Oh wow,
dude, he was freaking super fit.
What?
Well, he ended up joining the Marine Corps, and he was security forces. So he went to work at the White House.
Oh wow,
Camp David, and
that's how the cocaine got in there.
Yeah, no,
yeah.
Who knows?
He's like, no.
So anyway, he called me 3 years later. He said, "I want to be on leave. Can I come sit with you for a week?" I was like, "Dude, I will be honored."
Yeah.
So I came, but I need you to drop me off in San Antonio on Thursday because my flight is going to be from there back to Virginia. It's okay. So at this time, I wasn't drinking. I was competing. I gave up alcohol, and so we went to this club in San Antonio. I had some girlfriends that went to the
multiple. Okay.
That I went there.
How do I enlist?
Anyway, and we meet us there, and then we had a good time. And I wasn't drinking, and I was getting tired, and they goes like, and I get you something to drink. I said, I was just drinking orange juice because there's this stuff called Red Bull. Yeah. And it gives you energy. It's like, okay.
Gives you wings.
Yeah. So I drank 5.
We didn't get paid to say that.
I drank 5 Red Bulls.
What?
Yes.
You were drinking them like they were beers?
Dude, it was free.
That's
okay?
not.
Yes. So I didn't know that drinking Red Bulls and orange juice was gonna make you blow up.
So you were like, give me another one.
So I was in the shitter like nonstop. Okay,
yeah,
I was blowing up. I was like, oh my god. So I was like dying. It's like, all right, I gotta go back. I gotta leave. Because I had to be report in at 7.
Did you sleep
in the morning? So it's 2 o'clock in the morning, and one of the girls like, hey, I haven't seen you in a while. Come on, I'll pay for the hotel. I was like. I was like, no, I gotta go. Please, I'll pay for it. It'll be 35, and then you can just go from there. I was like, okay, I got this. Okay, we do this.
I'll do this.
So we did our adult things, right? And then we're spooning
on the toilet.
We're spooning.
So you held it.
All of a sudden, I'm like, all right. And all of a sudden, oh no, here it comes. I thought I was done with it. I was like, no. I was like, I my butt cheeks were so tight, bro. There's no way. I felt like Godzilla was gonna let loose.
Okay? Oh no!
It exploded, bro.
No!
It exploded.
Now you're spooning?
Yes. Okay.
No!
It exploded all over the place. What? Okay, and I'm like, oh my god, this sucks. But guess what? I felt all the relief.
That's
I was like,
worth it.
I was like, yes. I was like, oh my. I go, oh my god, I probably got it all over my clothes. Thank God I missed. Okay, but you know what? I got a shower. I got to get the hell out of here.
Yeah.
So I showered, and then lo and behold, I opened the door. Guess what?
Red Bull and orange juice?
She's all in it, bro.
Is she asleep?
She's drunk.
No!
She was in like this all over her body, bro.
I bet she tells the same story, but
so
a little bit different.
So wait, so what happens next?
So I'm like, oh my god, I'm like, so I haul ass and go, and I'm out.
You left?
I did the right thing.
Yeah.
I had to be at my post, and I wanted to be late. I wanted to be in trouble.
Oh.
So as soon as I get on the road, 30 minutes, I get pulled over with the state trooper.
Yeah.
He said, "Why are you in a hurry?" I told him the story. He could not stop laughing.
Dude.
He said, "Bro, get out of here. Just slow down." So I get to the office and I tell the story to the Marines. They're dying laughing. So then that story was on Casa, I guess, was 107 or something.
Yeah.
So they could tell the story. Who did it? Who is it? What? She's from Fort Worth, right?
Don't say the name.
I was like, no.
Don't say the name.
So no. So I was like,
So you told this on the radio?
No, I never. Yes, but I never said the name, right?
Yeah.
So guess what, bro? 9 months later,
she's pregnant.
No. I'm at the library. We're dressed blues. We did a thing with De La Hoya with his Golden Boy Productions. We did a color guard. Hey, Costa, that's so and so. I go.
Who told you that?
One of the Marines. I was like. Oh, and then she comes, she's like, hey, I need to talk to you about something. I'm like, oh, shit. So I'm like this. Okay, one thing my dad always told me is don't volunteer anything. Just listen.
Just listen.
Just listen.
Oh,
so
no.
I go, it's like, hey, it's been a while. She's like, goes, what a night. I was like, yeah.
Yeah.
What a night. She said, listen, I don't blame you for what you did. I would have left too. I was like, Huh?
She thought
She thought that she
Oh, yes!
because she was in it. So it was on her pants.
So
Yes.
to this day, she thinks
Yes.
she did it.
I
So,
hope. Hey, Eric, I hope she watches. God, I hope she watches.
So on my I have a video just in case I didn't make it. I'm gonna tell.
I hope she watches. We're
That
going to
is
talk about
funny,
it, not
man.
on here. When we're done, I'm going to search our social media, and I'm going to tag
We're
her in
gonna
this
find
video.
her.
Oh, my God.
Don't.
YouTube, do your
my
job.
God. Yes, YouTube,
So yeah.
do it.
So if she finds out, you know what? At least I have a clear conscience. So yeah, but yeah.
You got it off you.
Yeah, I did. I got out.
That's
Yeah. So yeah.
funny.
So I made it. You know, and I was on time, and but yeah. So grateful.
Eric, I'm so glad you remembered
Grateful.
about that.
That is funny,
Oh, my
man.
God.
I love it. That's a great
Red Bull
closing.
and orange juice.
Don't
Don't
drink-
do it. Guarantee you.
Don't
You're
get- yeah.
gonna blow up.
Drink water.
Yeah.
God,
Yeah. Some of the stuff nowadays, man, I'm telling you, it's strong.
it's strong. Yeah. Like 8 coffee.
Love it. Oh, my God.
That's awesome.
Oh, my God. I went from almost crying emotionally to crying because it's so funny. That's awesome. Well, let's shut it down, Eric. What you got?
No, hey. Thank you for coming in, Paul. It was great. I feel
My
like
pleasure.
we're gonna have you in again. Maybe
Yeah,
you,
eventually.
Ernesto, someone else,
Oh,
and make
God.
it a party.
Oh, God. I don't know that we can do that.
Yes, that's what
That'd be cool. That'd be
Yeah,
awesome.
I don't know that we can do
We're gonna
that.
bring you back.
There's so
There's so much that we didn't talk about.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So we got like 10 more conversations
Oh,
left with
absolutely.
this guy.
For sure. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm honored and thank you for having me out here. And I mean, everybody has a story to tell.
Yeah.
And we just take time to listen, and it will motivate you a lot. You know what
my
I'm saying?
God, yeah. Today
So
was fun.
all cause of different emotions. And again, I'm just happy to be able to talk again.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I would have figured out any way to talk, to communicate.
Yeah.
Whether it was my hand, whatever. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to talk.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
So for
Heck
me,
yeah.
I echo Eric. Thanks for coming out and hanging with us. This was a lot of fun. I can't wait
Yeah.
for us to do it again. I have a feeling you're not just going to be a friend of the show. I hope we become friends and hang out on a regular.
Let's go shoot.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
Maybe we do one.
Yeah.
We're shooting.
Yeah, let's
I'm
do
on,
it.
I need to get my license, so I'll do that.
Let's do that. And we'll have some fun.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. Yeah. I got it.
We'll do that. We'll try it out.
Let's give it a shot.
Actually, it works.
Stop.
We'll try it.
Aerobics.
All right, and for me, again, thank you for the 10s and 10s that watch us. If this video does anything, give it to somebody. Give someone the opportunity. But 2 weeks, we have somebody else already coming, so we've got the next actual 2 shows already set up. So
Yeah, let's do it.
we'll see you in 2 weeks. We appreciate y'all. Till next time.